Once Human just had some brand new 1.3.4 updates. We also had 2 brand new developer talks that give some insights on new systems. We also just got a brand new Battle Pass teaser, to which I'm also going to be doing a giveaway for that. Some additional new features that are coming to Once Human very soon, as well as a whole bunch more. What's up, world? It's Utopia back in with another video. Today we're checking out all things Once Human. So first up, as always, we'll go over some of the patch details, then we'll jump into the developer updates and then official news. So we had a ton of fixes for 1.3.4. However, I'll just highlight more of the massive changes, as a lot of them are just very small bug fixes. First up, we did get a new animal recall system, where they added a function to recall the lost animals. Players can now view which animals are lost and recall them to their backpack from the animal list. So a really cool, neat feature there if you do collect animals. Next up here, we had the territory water cycle system overhaul. Again, they've overhauled this a few times, but they have even more quality of life changes here. They did fix an issue here affecting water pipe flow and resource flow in water cycle. They also updated the system to ensure that the resource flow in the downstream facilities as outposts, then into the water tank if no further output possible. And they did also add additional refinement planned to minimize the stoppage caused by a specific facility, which should simplify the resource management. Again, there's a lot of changes always coming to that system, but a lot of cool things here. The next massive change here was duplicate gear blueprint fragments. Those are being drawn from the wish machine and are now converted into armor set fragments for the same item, and those can now be found in the blueprints backpack. There were some massive issues there of people not getting those, and unfortunately being wasted on Starcrom, but it seems like they have retroactively fixed that. So you might have a lot more blueprints, or at least the fragments to use for experience, so make sure you are checking both your unlocked and locked section. There's also going to be a tutorial that will be added for this mechanic. That's to prevent confusion. Another nice quality of life change here is that grow lights will have range adjustments. Their illumination range of grow lights will now match their effective range. Sometimes it has been a little bit off there, especially when you place them up higher. And to ensure functionality for previously placed grow lights, the verticality range has also been increased. So now you can place them up high again. I believe they did remove that feature, but you should be able to place those up much higher than before. Next up here, Prism deviations in the Prism versus Clash had issues fixed where they produced outputs too quickly, and they've optimized the drop rate of Prism deviations when using electric drills or electric chainsaws, so that should help overall. And then last up here, offline facilities did receive some improvements. There was affecting offline output rate of mining and oil refining facilities. I know I did experience that when the game first came out. That does cover it for the patch notes side of things. Moving on, we did have 2 brand new developer talks, and that is on those brand new systems, both the Visional Wheel as well as the Lunar Oracle or Moon Omen. First up here, we will go over the Lunar Oracle, which is a really neat and dynamic in-game mechanic. So when this event is triggered, all players will enter a state of lunar madness, where their eyes will be enveloped by dazzling red light, and they will fall into endless pursuit of frenzy. During this period, or the lunar madness, the sanity of players outside of the territory will continue to decrease, which has a minimum of 20%. And the efficiency of sanity recovery will also be greatly reduced. When you do defeat enemies, those will restore small amounts of sanity, and in contrast, the amount of resources obtained by players will also greatly be increased, which will increase gradually as the player health pool value decreases. Now also during this event, players will receive Moon or Lunar Whispers, which again, by defeating enemies and participating in various gameplay events, that will also lower the health of the player, depending on how many Moon Whispers you do receive, where those Moon or Lunar Whispers will have a time limit and need to be used within the time limit. If you are eliminated during this time, you will be deprived of the Red Moon Blessing, and you will also lose the effect of the Moon or Lunar Madness, which will also destroy a certain number of Moon Whispers or Lunar Whispers. Again, these are translations from the Chinese version or Chinese article. That's based on the sanity value at the time of elimination. There's also going to be hidden Omen chests and additional mutant plants in the big world. Also, enemies that are affected by Red Moon will enter a frenzy state and will be shrouded in a blood-colored fog. Their damage and desire to attack will also increase. There might even be special elite enemies called Moon Omens or Lunar Omens that will appear in settlements, which again will give us chests that appear there, and a certain amount of Moon Whispers will also be able to use to open them. We'll need to constantly collect them. They can have exclusive recipes. So if you are a recipe collector like myself, this is definitely going to be sought after, as I have every single recipe in the game, so I will definitely be playing this, which can also improve the ability to cope with the challenges in all aspects. There's also going to be brand new module suffixes which do include different fur types, special animals, and even moon color anomalies. And this event can even be affected by weather. Really cool there. I really do like this mechanic. I cannot wait to try this one out. I think this definitely adds a diverse set of changes that one human definitely needs. And they do mention that both of these changes, both the Visional Wheel as well as the Lunar event, those will be happening in an upcoming update. Moving on though, again, we did have the Visional Wheel. It's also being labeled as the Vision Roulette. Thus we'll have 3 key release stages. The first up here will be a subset of those from January 16th, second set will be February 13th, and March 13th as well, which I do believe is when the Lunar event or Moon Omen goes live on March 13th, which they do mention that on February 13th, the Red Moon Road will start with various gifts waiting for you, which they do mention here that on January 16th, both the Moon Omen or Lunar event and the Visional Wheel are going to start. They also do mention that each round of Visional or Vision Roulette will last for about 2 to 3 months, and after the time expires, the roulette wheel will spin again and produce a new vision. You'll be able to earn valuable rewards that include deviations, mods by completing challenges, and this will affect scenarios in 3 different ways, which include combat, game modes, and survival. They're going to alter some things there with environmental, they're also going to add new weapon types, and specific modes and rule sets within each scenario. Now they will be having, alongside these 2 events, a battle content update, which do include 3 new weapons: the Critical Pulse, Scourge of Rage, and Dangerous Goods. Those are all going to be released simultaneously. The Critical Pulse is a surge crossbow with special charging mechanisms that trigger a continuous surge when the crossbow hits, generating ball of lightning with high damage. Scourge of Rage is a submachine gun with a special life replacement ability. When the ammunition is exhausted, you can replace the spare ammunition by consuming life. Essentially, your life is ammunition. And then Dangerous Good is a bolt pistol with crazy throwing experience. Essentially, hitting a target has a chance to trigger an unstable bolt to cause powerful damage. So some really cool new weapon choices there. They also have armor with 3 new equipments and 1 set of armor that will be released. There's going to be several new modules, as I mentioned before, also with Lunar Omen. There's going to be a brand new cradle effect of the new season. And additionally, there'll be some adjustment effects of firearms and anomalies to solve the problems of current experiences. Now with all of that, there's also going to be a Red Moon Road challenge event, where when it does enter the second stage of the anomaly cycle, players can earn special props with red crystals through various types of behavior in that scenario, and they can obtain a high amount of red crystals through various challenges. That's also going to unlock new rewards, which include special materials to dye your skins, also limited appearances, and other rich prizes. A lot of rewards to go around with this new event, and it is happening quite soon. Definitely hyped for it, can't wait to check all these new things out. Moving on though, we do have our official community stuff. First up here, we do have a brand new battle pass, and the keywords here are bamboo and kung fu. We can kind of see 2 of those skins showcased here. Really cool overall with that. I do actually have some battle pass codes as well as meta pass codes to give away. Now I should have 10 of each, I believe, or 10 battle pass codes and 9 meta pass codes. I am going to be again hosting those on my Discord. I'm going to set those live here today, and I'll probably have it for 3 or 4 days, but I might end the giveaway a little bit early with the battle pass being released if it does come out before I can actually have the giveaway end, only so that way people can have that up and running the day of. So I'll have it set to end in 3 or 4 days, but more than likely I will end that a bit sooner when it does go live in game. Again, if you want to enter this giveaway, head over onto my Discord channel and to the giveaway section, and all you need to do is click a single button at the bottom. Once you do, you can then enter in to win. That is all you have to do. Speaking of battle pass and skins within the game, they did have a sale, or are having a sale right now. It's lasting till January 3rd, where you can get 40% off the double agent skins. So worth a checkout if you were looking for those. There's also a brand new team up event here where you can earn some free rewards. I'm going to include my link down below if you do want to team up with me or to join my team. I'll also include another link to use my referral code if you do want to use that as well. Or if you use my referral code and you are under level 10, we'll both earn some rewards there. I'll include both the code that you have to plug into the Gathered Friends page on the events panel, or you can also just click the link down below. Speaking of points and team systems here, Steam actually did release a new points shop with some pretty cool rewards there. There are a new profile background, an animated avatar, and avatar frame. So pretty cool there. If you do have the game via Steam, you can actually earn these rewards or use your Steam points to gather these. That way you can spice up your Steam profile. Speaking of events in January, we also do have this post here where we are receiving that update in January for a gender change. So that is coming too. That's another neat feature that we're getting, another quality of life thing. We do have a brand new weapon skin in the shop, Kinetic Graffiti. So some brand new skins in the shop there. Also that 24% increased Christogen. One last minute mentionable here is the holiday giveaway, where they do have a special redeem code here if you do use that in game. You can head to the events panel and then hit X and put this input code and receive some free goodies there. Overall, that should about cover for today's video. If you like and subscribe, and into the next one. Deuces.